Well, the Canadians and the Brits have been on a roll with this category, so why not team up? Bob's Birthday was the result of a collaboration between the two countries' film boards and won the trophy in 1995. So this one made me uncomfortable, but that was the point. The story follows Bob on his 40th birthday as he returns home from work and gets ready for a dinner with his wife, and has a half-naked midlife crisis in the living room, not knowing all his friends are hiding behind the couches and curtains waiting to surprise him. So this comedic scenario is built on an overwhelming awkwardness, since Bob is Winnie the Poohing it around the house while talking dirty to his wife, oblivious towards his hiding friends, who he also starts insulting as he reflects on the various things he hasn't accomplished with his life. Awkward comedy is unfortunately not my thing, but here I don't mind it as much, and I think the animation helped a lot with that. Mostly because the reason I avoid this type of awkward humor is because of how much I can relate it to real scenarios I've been in. But the animation can give that extra layer of disbelief, and these characters are designed basically like caricatures, so it's a little easier to separate myself from this world and enjoy the comedy. And when I was able to do that, yeah, it was humorous, but still quite cringe-inducing, and still relatable. Even though I'm several years away from the birthday Bob is celebrating in this short, I've felt similar feelings of what am I doing with my life and how much time have I wasted? And I'm guessing a lot of other people watching this short can also relate, so while the audience is laughing, they're also sort of inwardly crying alongside the characters suffering. Both Bob and Margaret's. Which, let's talk about, because Margaret's suffering is so much worse than Bob's. Despite Bob being the main character, she is the main bearer of the pain the birthday causes. She clearly puts so much effort into the arrangements and getting the people together, and all she can do is watch Bob obliviously tear it to pieces in front of her. And now let's talk about that ending. I had two possible endings in mind as we passed the midway point. First possibility was Margaret breaking down and revealing the guest to Bob, leading to most likely a massive meltdown. Or two, he would never find out and she would just bottle everything inside for the rest of her life. And I'm glad they went with number two, because not only is it funnier, it's much more real, and that's also what makes it so funny. She just leaves all the party guests alone after hearing all the awful stuff she said about them behind their backs with no warning or indication of their return. Thinking of what those people must do and talk about after they leave has incredible comedic possibilities. Raise your awkwardness shields for this one, but if they're strong enough, you might just get a few decent laughs.